That light is what is the light? It's not the physical light. Hierarchically, the physical light is the lowest. The light of vision is the higher, hierarchically. And the light of the mind is higher. The light of the intellect is higher, then light of the self is Atma Jyoti, or light of the self-awareness is the highest. Now, when you miss that light of the self, we start thinking we are the body or the mind or intellect. When we realize that we are the light of self, we realize that entire physical universe, including our body and mind, is in that light. It's not different from that light. I'm speaking of light in that sense, not a physical light.
When me as an individual, though I'm sitting here, sometimes thoughts or something just comes up. So like it's not aligned, that everything is in alignment. Body, mind, your intellect, or the self, ego, all those things, they're not aligned. So how do you get that into alignment?
That alignment is what is called chakras. That's what I'm doing in these classes. The mind and intellect and the spirit, okay, consciousness, the mind, intellect, and the body. So these are controlled through chakras. Now, when this gradually starts getting aligned, your life is aligned with the consciousness or awareness. So that's what this class is about. First, I'm trying to bring awareness of what is this about, and then we are going to take up each chakra. So when I say light, are you clear what light we are speaking of?
How it is connected with the chakras?
What here?
Body ka chakra. How it is awareness?
Which one? No. See, the body is controlled by buddhi, intellect.
I can put questions.
Yeah, you have to put. If you don't put question, my class will not continue.
How this is connected awareness to the chakras?
Okay. Are you angry? Do you get angry sometime?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
When you get angry, okay, you become the anger. Okay, you forget everything and you become anger. Then you say, oh, I should not have got angry.
Okay.
Who should not have got angry? Me is who? Is different from anger? That me, if you start gradually refining, you will understand it's awareness. Okay. When you lose your awareness, you get angry. When you lose your awareness, you become emotional. When you lose your awareness, you start when I say you lose the awareness, doesn't get lost. It identifies with something. So then that emotional disturbances come in life. And chakras are related to different state of the mind. Different state of it. Yes. So I'm gradually bringing awareness about each state of the mind through chakras. Okay. I'm sure.
Now, with the practical level, see, if I am not aware, then whatever I am talking or whatever is going in, that will create an impression.
Yeah. There's another thing. Okay. There's another way, another thing. That is actually I spoke about when the impressions are created, you get angry and then you do something. Now, if you are aware, okay, if you are aware of your true nature, then there will be no impressions created in you. You are a donkey. Does it hurt you? Why?
Because just giving
it as an example.
I'm giving an example, right? Somebody says, your son says you are a donkey. Will it hurt you? And he says in anger.
Definitely.
Hurts, right? Why?
This morning only it hurt.
Why does it hurt? When it hurts, it leaves an impression in you.
Yeah.
Okay, the impression is lifelong.
Why, Guruji, then tears start coming?
That's what I'm saying. It leaves an impression.
Yeah.
The body starts reacting. The mind leaves the impression. Body starts reacting. And if you recollect this after 10 years, again some tears will start coming.
Yeah,
because the impression is there.
Yeah.
But if we are aware, the impression will not form.
Oh, thank you very much.
But it's wrong.
That is the
purpose.
All the thoughts at surface level.
So there are two processes in this. Okay, in this my class.
And whatever impressions we had, can they?
That's what I'm saying.
Erase?
This class has two parts. One is called Shuddhi Kriya, which is purification process. I'll try to remember whatever impressions are there.
Okay.
Then second part is I'll help you to prevent any further impressions forming.
And all will be raised.
To a large extent, but you have to follow faithfully what I say. You have to have trust in me.
No, no, no.
To that extent, I can guide you.
I have faith. 100% faith.
Understand? You at least.
It works with me. My complaints with you earlier and now.
What I'm saying is, you have to see. This is what is the trust in Guru. Okay, you don't know whether where I'm taking you is real or not. Is this I'm giving you some rosy pictures and taking you? Okay, you have to make your judgment whether it's worth following this person's words or not. Okay, that is the trust. Only when you go along with me in some way, then you'll realize, oh, this guy is taking me uphill or downhill, right? So you have to have a trust in me to the extent that by doing this, something will change in my life. Okay, so that is the trust. So that way I will help you in two ways. One is to erase the impressions which are formed. Second is to prevent further impressions being formed.
Thank you.
So that is this class is about.
Thank you very much.
You understand? Okay. So now it's not easy to place a trust in a stranger. Okay, I'm a stranger to you people. So that's why, and I don't advertise. So what happens is, if some of my people are transformed, students are transformed, they tell somebody else, and those people come to this class. That's why this class goes only by word of mouth, nothing else. Okay, and there's no advertisement. I don't have to grow a beard or weird hair or anything. This is what I am. Look at my word. Is it logical? Accept it. If it is not logical, drop it. If it is not logical, you counter it. You may accept or agree or disagree, but we'll continue. This is not. It's a rational class. It's not irrational or magical class. Understand? Okay, but if I say something, if you agree, follow it to the best of your ability. Truthfully. And you don't have to be truthful to myself, me, but you have to be truthful to yourself. You should not cheat yourself. When you say yourself, your awareness. Don't cheat your awareness. That's the class. Okay. If I say 1 rupee output, you 1 paisa also you put, doesn't matter. But keep a track. Okay, because then you become more and more aware. Otherwise, what will happen? You will generalize. The whole object, the whole life is about generalization. Okay, we generalize all these people in this color are stupid idiots. Generalization is not true. All the people of this religion are bad. No. So generalization is the biggest myth we are propagating in our life. Be specific. Get to the specifics. Okay, then only your awareness will develop. Otherwise, don't get into generalization. Never use the word we when you have to use the word I. When you have to use the word we, use it to give credit to more people. But when you right now, whenever you are using we, you're superimposing your ignorance on all the people. Actually, you are saying we, why we are created, that you are including all the people. There are lots and lots of people who are realized and enlightened people. Don't include them. Okay. Are we okay? Okay. And this class goes by discussion only. Okay. I'm very comfortable with the discussion argument. Okay. To the extent that if a fighting has to happen, I'm okay. I'm fit also, physically fit also. Okay. Somewhere you have to agree or disagree. Okay. It is not that just because I'm saying something you have to agree and go.
This is for buddhi, right?
Ultimately, all teachings are for buddhi.
Lightened by the intellect.
No, the lower chakras are for manas, mind. The higher and higher chakras you go, it's for buddhi. So now I am treating buddhi and manas together. You don't have to separate out when I am treating what. Are you clear?
Just to bring out that awareness. Awareness is also part of buddhi only, right?
No. Awareness is not a part of buddhi. Awareness is higher hierarchically than buddhi.
Higher. Yeah.
Awareness is the highest.
Yeah.
Awareness is not a part of buddhi. Awareness gets reflected in buddhi. Okay. Okay. So now just want to quickly we'll capture some experience
Lower
of
chakras are for the mind and chakras are for the intellect.
the
Then which are the chakras for the
Sahasrara. This is the spirit.
the only one?
This is the one. Up to this point, it's all manas buddhi, mind and buddhi. Okay. But manas, its mind itself are conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind, and buddhi.
Up till here, then
This is Sahasrara.
Do you call supraconscious as unconscious?
What is it?
Do you call
Subconscious.
supraconscious?
Subconscious, higher level awareness. It's not a part of the lower level chakras. I don't know what is the word supraconscious. I don't know whether Arvind uses that. Who uses that word?
Sorry?
No, supraconscious word. Who uses that?
Those are the practitioners who
No, I'm saying which system, which tradition uses that?
create tradition.
Kriya tradition. Okay, right. That is a higher mind, I call it as. There's a conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind, and higher mind. The higher mind is supraconscious mind.
Four.
Huh. And awareness is higher than that. Okay. In supraconscious mind, a lot of subtle truths of life are visible. Even that light of subtle truth of life is visible to the awareness. Awareness is the highest faculty. Okay.
Source of awareness.
Awareness is the fundamental reality of life. Awareness comes from Sat Chit Ananda, the existence. Okay, and existence is ultimate, but we cannot reach that state. We can go to the awareness level, and when we become aware of what is not me, then we become a part of that existence. Okay. Okay. So let's chant 3 times Omkara. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Namah Shivaya.
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 Guru Brahma,
Guru Brahma,
Guru Vishnu,
Guru Vishnu,
Guru Devo,
Guru Devo,
Maheshwaraha,
Maheshwaraha,
Guru Sakshat,
Guru Sakshat,
Parabrahma,
Parabrahma,
Tasmai Shri,
Tasmai Shri,
Gurave Namaha,
Gurave Namaha,
Dhyana Moolam,
Jnana Moolam,
Gurur Murti,
Guru Murti,
Puja Moolam,
Puja Moolam,
Gurur Padam,
Guru Palam,
Mantra Moolam,
Mantra Moolam,
Gurur Vakyam,
Guru Vakyam,
Moksha Moolam,
Moksha Moolam,
Guru Krapa,
Guru Kripa,
Atmadarshanam,
Atmadarshanam,
Brahmadarshanam,
Brahmadarshanam,
Atmadarshanam,
Atmadarshanam,
Brahmadarshanam,
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 Satyadarshanam,
Satyadarshanam,
Satyadarshanam.
Satyadarshanam.
Slowly open your eyes. For the newcomers, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 newcomers are there. 4. Who is 5? Who is that? Nupurji. Okay, she is remote. So for the newcomers, please refer to earlier video of this class. Okay, and each of you have to maintain one hundi as per the instructions given in the class. And don't generalize. I forgot my awareness, that's why I put 5 rupee, 10 rupee. No, you decide. For every time when you do mistake, 1 paisa, it doesn't matter. 2 paisa, doesn't matter. 5 rupee, doesn't matter. 10 paisa, whatever is that. But be true to yourself, be aware and put there. The whole purpose is to bring awareness to your life. Okay?
Then we can keep account and check.
No. Every week you have to come and share it here.
No, it's okay. That's okay.
Now I'm saying you do the check. Okay? So then this money we will perform the yajna after the 3rd class, Manipura Chakra. Okay? So that is the purpose. Okay?
The more less file, it is good. It is not I do a mistake, then break the file and then come and put.
Are we clear? Okay. So now, just quickly give me your 1 week's experience. What happened to your practice? Are you able to listen to audios which are coming? And is there any change or anything happened in your life because of last 1 week's class? Just want to hear, or any new insight.
Awareness level has increased. About I didn't say this is the Atman doing it. I was seeing, is this the mind or the intellect or the body, or from where this particular thought is coming or emotion is coming or decision is coming.
Right.
So sometimes it was difficult because all three were involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So decision is made by the intellect, but the emotion for that and conditioning for that will be coming from the mind.
Right.
Or sometimes body will be willing or not willing to do something. Energy levels. So sometimes it becomes complex to decide what is involved.
Yeah.
But that awareness increased.
Okay.
And I was getting trapped in the mind. I was able to make out I'm trapped in this conditioning.
Fine. So what difference does it make to your life?
There is a more detachment.
More detachment.
More detachment.
Okay.
Sometimes it is post-mortem, after talking, especially on phone conversations or quick transactions. While the transaction is going on, that awareness is not very conscious. I'm not saying this is the body saying or mind is saying. But after speaking those sentences, then there's a post-mortem analysis. Okay, this was done by the body, this was done by the mind.
So basically the process is called, this is a Vedic process called Neti, Neti, Neti. Not this, not this, not this. Okay, that process of Neti, 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 I have converted into a modern practice. So it's an elimination process. Ultimately, as you eliminate many things which are not you, what remains is you. I am teaching you a process of Vedic teaching of Neti, Neti, Neti. So that I have put in a modern package. Okay. So practice this. The audio you are able to listen?
I have not, my phone is not very appropriate for that.
Okay.
This week I'm changing the phone, so after that it will be better.
Yeah.
One more thing I had was when I do public speaking, I tend to use the word we while talking about things.
Yes.
So should that be done or not be done?
As long as you are aware that the we is not we, it's fine. Okay. But the moment you lose awareness, 1 rupee. Right? That's what I said. There are two transactions. One is transaction word and internal transaction. In internal transaction, you should be clear. Okay. The whole question is about internal transaction, not external. External will avail itself gradually.
And old conditioning patterns, especially in certain relationships,
That will go now.
that is difficult to come.
No. That is actually this chakra process. It will come. It will come out. Right? It will take time. These are 12 classes. This is the first class. Okay. We'll start gradually taking one by one.
Okay.
Yes, Mukund.
One question here. When it comes to awareness, there is also one more factor which is being judgmental. Now something is happening. In the mind, something is judging that.
Right.
Now how do you...
So, one who judges is the intellect, buddhi. Okay. The buddhi is the decision making faculty in our body. Right. Judgment comes from buddhi. Hey, he's a good person, yeah. He's a bad person. This is nice. Who is making the judgment? The buddhi. Okay. Intellect. Intellect is making the judgment based on the impressions. Okay. This first class is about how the intellect makes the judgment. I'll show you. Right. So you keep this question immediately after taking the feedback. I'll show you what goes on inside. Right. Yes, Mukund.
It helps us to identify what is playing in the mind, what is the intellect is doing.
Yeah.
And you can be neutral here.
Yeah. Neutral point of view.
Not being affected by
Not
the
affected.
mind. Be it to yourself.
So, what is the insight compared to you have attended many spiritual classes, many this thing, right? I mean, I am saying what you have some background, whatever is that. So, is there a new insight gained, or is it same old insight, or is there something new as
This is a new one where you started peeling off
the one in?
the other ones. Otherwise, normally you grow and then you identify things as you grow. Who is this? Who is this? And all that.
Right.
You're right in the beginning. The peeling has started.
Yeah.
So process becomes easier when you know who you are.
Right. Right. Who you are, you will never be able to know. Okay. Who you are not, you will know very sharply. Who you are cannot be defined, because the one who defines himself, if you start defining himself, that becomes an object. So you can be who you are, but you cannot define who you are. You can define who you are not very sharply, but who you are can never be defined by anybody, because that's a fundamental. Okay, but you know intuitively this is what I am, but you cannot start defining it. The moment you start defining it, becomes concretized. It is a consciousness can never be defined. Consciousness is used for defining anything else. It cannot define itself. Okay, I mean, I'll give you an example. The eyes can see everything in the world. Eyes can see many colors, but can eyes see itself? Huh? You cannot see. Eyes cannot see itself. Tongue can taste all the tastes, right? How many tastes your tongue can taste? A few hundred types. But can tongue taste itself?
No.
Okay. Similarly, the consciousness can know everything but itself. Now here in this class, we are not knowing the consciousness. We are actually separating out what we mistake as consciousness. Okay, then what remains is consciousness. Consciousness cannot be defined. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because if the moment you define consciousness, it becomes a concrete entity. The one who defines separates out from that. That becomes the consciousness. You cannot reduce the fundamental. You can go to the fundamental, but after that you can't. There's no further separation possible. Okay, the whole process is separating out what is not. Then what remains is consciousness. We have to peel to the extent such that nothing remains apart from consciousness. That's the objective. Yeah, yes, madam. What's your name?
That also becomes the name of it.
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, ignorance, like almost whatever I face, like some negativity are there, many negative. So I learned like I should ignore. Right? So that
Who should ignore?
like my mind.
My mind ignores mind. Who ignores what?
Myself. Right?
What is yourself? What you are saying is correct. I should ignore something is correct. But who should ignore? That's the question. This whole class is what is this I is about. Who should ignore? My awareness means what? You are separate from awareness. When you say, okay, show your mobile. Show your mobile, or you show lift the bag. Okay. You say, this is my bag. You say, is it correct? Right? The bag belongs to you. When you say my awareness belongs to you. Right? So that means you are separate from awareness.
Correct.
Which is true. Are you separate from awareness?
And awareness only.
I am with the awareness means you have awareness. Is there a difference between you have awareness and you are awareness? The English language, you know, when you're using, I have mobile. That means I have mobile. I am separate from mobile. I have awareness means I am separate from awareness. Are you separate from awareness? So then what should we write word? A new girl. You understood the problem?
Not actually.
What's your name?
KP.
So did you see the video really? Video not bandare. You have seen the video?
Yeah,
Ah.
I understood little, I didn't understand it.
You have to understand again. Go back to video. If what you don't understand, you listen. Okay. Okay. So what is it? My awareness, right? So that means my is separate from awareness. That you have awareness. Then who are you? Anybody understood this question?
You only told now you are mentioning.
I am
and define yourself.
So,
Awareness
I
of
am
the self
awareness.
and the awareness of the other.
When
You-
awareness is lost, I am the ego.
no. When awareness is not your the ego. When awareness, you identify yourself with some object, it becomes the ego. Do you have awareness or are you awareness? That is the question.
Awareness is different. This is self, and that is we use that awareness to become aware. I use this awareness to become.
Are you awareness or you have awareness?
I have awareness.
So then one who has awareness is free from awareness?
Yes. Yes.
You mean to
A
say-
time when I am not aware, then who am I?
Are
I
you
am the
there?
self.
There are two awarenesses. I am there and I am aware of something else. Are you there? Does it require remembrance?
Again, the awareness answers for that.
So there are two awarenesses, two parts. One is self-awareness and awareness of the other.
Okay.
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 In deep sleep also, there is something continuous in you,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That is self-awareness. Okay. When you communicate, the awareness of the other comes into picture. Right? If the self-awareness is there, what are you?
Awareness.
Okay. That is basic awareness. That is part of you.
Not part of you. That's what you.
Okay.
If awareness is not there, what are you? Self-awareness is also not there, what are you?
What do you experience in samadhi? Unaware.
That samadhi is not knowledge, light. That's called jada. There are two types of samadhi, jada samadhi and chetana samadhi. In chetana samadhi, there's full awareness.
Nirguna samadhi. Nirguna samadhi.
Nirguna is guna related to prakriti, but self-awareness will be there.
Nirvikalpa.
Nirguna, nirvikalpa. If there is no self-awareness, then there is no wisdom. It's only a jada samadhi. There are many people who go into samadhi and come back. No wisdom is gained. The wisdom of self has to be there. That is called chetana samadhi. Samadhi is of two types, jada samadhi and chetana samadhi.
Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to experience Nirvikalpa Samadhi.
See, nirvikalpa, the people use the word in a very common way. Okay. Nirvikalpa samadhi, in a nirvikalpa samadhi, there is awareness, and that's why it's called chetana samadhi. There can be jada nirvikalpa. Okay, many people do that and they don't come out as wise men. There are some very simple practices by which you can go into nirvikalpa practice, nirvikalpa, but there's no wisdom. So there is an example I'll tell you. There was a monk who was meditating near the seashore, a riverbed. So he told his disciple, "Go and fetch me a glass of water." Okay, the disciple faithfully goes to the village, and by the time there's a flood, this monk is buried. Okay, and he's in samadhi. After a week, after a few months, somebody while digging the ground, they hit the head of this monk. The blood is coming, and they lift him up. The body has become weak, and they put water on his face, and he wakes up. Where is my glass of water? The impressions are not gone. Okay, this is called jada samadhi. Same thing happened to Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak went into 3 days of samadhi. Okay, when he woke up, the first word he spoke, Sat Iknam Sat Omkar. That's a samadhi with awareness. There are two types of samadhi. Satnam Ik. First word he spoke, Satnam Ik Omkar. Okay, Omkar is a true name. In that samadhi, he realized the significance of Omkar. Many people go into samadhi just dumb.
That means where we sit in silence in meditation, there is Jada Samadhi.
No, I'm not speaking, I'm not commenting on what you do. I'm just bringing clarity to his question. Samadhi is not highest. In samadhi, there are two types of samadhi, chetana samadhi and jada samadhi. Jada samadhi will not bring the wisdom. Chetana samadhi, even if you go for half an hour, the wisdom will come. Is it clear? Apparently from outside it appears to be same, but internally the process is different. Okay.
I have a question about memory. Now, functional memory is also impressions.
No. The memory has two components. Memory has a data component and a psychological component. For example, this is mobile, is a data. This is my mobile, is a psychological component. Okay. In spirituality, address the psychological component, not the data component. Okay. These impressions are about mine, not about your mobile. Okay. So, if you are separate from awareness, if awareness goes, you are not there. Nobody knows who are there or not there, because you have to know. So, are you different from awareness, or you are awareness? The question is not. Question is clear.
I am awareness.
So you cannot say I have awareness. I am awareness. Okay. That awareness, you confuse that awareness with body, mind, and intellect. That confusion you are trying to remove here. Okay. So what is the other summary? What is your what was your experience?
Almost I used to better I think
Huh?
I didn't talk much.
Oh, you didn't talk much.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
why,
Then you say you didn't talk much. Who didn't talk much?
It's like when we have interaction, no?
Come here. I can't hit you there. You say
Yeah, like I was aware that what
I was aware means who was aware?
like my Atma was aware that I was.
Our body was aware.
No, like
By keeping your mouth shut, who is not speaking?
like my inner feeling was not speaking. Like
The mind is speaking. The mind thoughts will come.
mind thought was coming.
So if you keep your mouth shut, mind thought also will come. I am thought will come.
Yeah, actually, that has to come.
Now is that you?
No, like awareness. Like,
So when you say keeping my mouth shut doesn't mean to solve the problem. The mind operates. The mind, the thought will come. So I am speaking about that also. Are you clear? So you should be clear who is that I. Yes, sir. What's your name?
My name is Ramakrishna.
No, you have to watch the video. Then you'll get. Yes, sir.
Atmazur.
Okay. So tell me.
Then what am I?
Okay.
I'm controlling my feelings.
Did I say I have to control your feelings?
No, not like that.
I never said you have to control your feelings.
See, not like that. Before I have more feelings, like when I'm doing something in the job, or whoever is doing in front of me, something mistake they are doing, I used to shout, I used to do something for them. But that awareness has come for me.
Okay.
I'm reducing that to, see, they are doing, I'm just explaining, don't do like that.
Okay.
That
So
awareness,
your anger has, or angry reactions has come down.
Yeah.
Okay. Has it?
Yeah.
Okay. So anger reactions come down because when you become angry, you lose your awareness. Okay. In anger, we do something. Okay. Maybe we may smash the glass. We may smash.
100%.
We may do.
I used to do before, see, when whatever is there in my hand, not hit, I will throw. If anybody is
tantrums.
There,
okay, but then you'll, oh my God, I only paid 500 rupees for that. Right?
Afterwards, I will think that.
Afterwards, because the awareness is gone. Okay. Now, as the awareness starts separating out, your tantrums will come down. Okay. Okay. That's one effect. Your daughter is witnessing. No.
He
Next.
used to actually throw everything, like whatever he has in his hand, he used to just throw it.
It has
But
come down.
these days, he is like reduced.
Wicked. It's 1 week only. Yeah. There are 12 weeks. There are 12 more weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then
other.
How about 1 rupee thing is going on?
It's still going on, sir.
You're a businessman, okay?
Yeah, that's why
whenever you make a mistake, you have to add 10% penalty commission.
business, I am doing more mistakes. you give an excuse for that. In the business, no need to put.
Don't worry about that. No. When you do business, externally you can feel. You cannot cheat yourself. Whenever you cheat yourself, you have to put 1 rupee. This is internal process. Okay. So things have some benefit is there. Okay. Yes, my dear. What's your name?
Amita.
Okay. Yeah. You tell here only because I can't come and hit every time.
ಅದೇ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮೈಂಡ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಗಮನ ಇಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ?
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನವೆಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಟ್? ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ?
ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
ನೀವು ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಇದ್ರ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ನೀವು ಸತ್ಸಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತಾ? ನೀವು ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಧ
ಡೀಪ್
ಕತ್ರಿಗುಪ್ಪ
ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತಿಗೆರೆ ಹತ್ರ
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕತ್ರಿಗುಪ್ಪ ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ.
ಅದು
ಸೊ ನೀವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಇಂದ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕಂಫರ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕಂಫರ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಬನ್ನಿ. ರೈಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್, ನೀವು ಕುತ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಅದು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೇಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬರಬೇಡಿ, ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕೇಳಿ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಈಗ ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್, ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್, ನವೆಂಬರ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್. ಓಕೆ. ಹಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು? Atma-Jyoti, you'll listen to the video, you'll come to know, right? So what I'm saying is, what's your name?
My name is Devendra.
Devendra Bindra. So this is your name given by the family, society.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I am giving you a name which reminds you of self, Atma, awareness.
Okay.
So that they are giving prefix Atma-Jyoti.
Okay.
Okay. Every time when you think of your name, you have to remember that you are Atma. That's the idea.
Practice ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಯ್ತು.
You are comfortable with English?
Yes.
Okay.
Thinking was more. Whenever, as per your instruction, I am not doing this. I am not the body, mind, intellect. Awareness was there, but along with the act anta andre along with the action alla, immediately followed by that it is coming.
Okay, good.
Immediately, almost I felt this thinking is becoming more. So I also got one more thought, because conscious mind, subconscious mind anta heluvaga, is this conscious mind becoming more and more alert to make me aware of this?
Correct.
Who is this me?
Right.
That is one thing which happened.
Right.
And also putting that coin.
Fine.
So that question is coming, who is putting this coin here?
Very good.
Who is this? Who is this thinking?
Right.
So these questions are coming.
Yeah.
Then I thought, okay, anyway, we will be.
You will come to know as you gradually move in the class.
But the questions are coming. Like
coming.
Who?
How does it change your life?
As of now, that who is yet to be known.
Yeah.
So the question is.
No, has it changed your?
Yeah, it is the detachment. Actually, I had started practicing it. So the detachment is more. Like even if anything, be it kitchen, cooking, or anything happening, not affecting.
Okay.
More.
Okay.
Okay, now my intellect is telling me this. My body is, and I was not keeping well also. So I was also thinking, this fever or whatever it is to the body. So will it be able for me, who is this Atma-Jyoti, not to feel the pain, not to experience that, whether that will happen?
No, pain will be there. Pain will be experienced, but disturbance, in mental disturbance, the pain will go. Okay, pain is natural in life. Nobody can, I mean, anesthesia, analgesic can remove the pain, but pain will not go because of self-awareness. The pain, disturbance because of the pain will go.
But through meditation, deep practice, I think the pain also will be subsided. Will not be experienced.
The question here is, there are many ways of reducing pain. You may a painkiller or do some meditation, whatever is it. I am teaching you how to be aware even in the presence of pain. Okay, you may do some practice, but ultimately the pain is pain. You have to accept as a part of reality of life, some way. So if that comes, how I don't get imbalanced? That is the purpose, right? Some doctor may give injection or whatever is that. Now, in spite of that, there is a pain. You should not be agitated. That is the purpose, right?
It is for the body. Become aware of that.
Become aware of it. Okay.
Even when I am swallowing the medicines, so this is going into this body.
Yeah, as you go through, it will become more.
This was the thinking happening.
Right. It will, as you go through deeper and deeper, you will understand more and more about yourself. Okay. Good. So, Mesru? Okay. Sorry.
After the class, in the previous class, I was aware. But in the evening, I went to a reception. I totally forgot completely.
So now you have to define, when you forget completely for 4 hours, how much hourly rate you have to pay, like a Ola cab. Meter has to fix, and you only fix the meter. Okay. Right?
Then from the next day onwards, it was okay.
Okay.
And many reactions, usually I'm calm, and with my husband, if there was some reaction, and immediately I got to know, and it subsided.
Okay.
So that awareness was there. Much difference is not felt, but it is piercing actually, and that is compared to other classes which
Other class which you attended?
Yeah, which I attended. It is really making me sharper and sharper to know.
Very good. Mesru?
ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಯೋತಿ
Okay.
ಅದೇ ಅವತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದ ದಿವಸ ನಾನು ಫುಲ್ ತುಂಬಾ
ಅವೇರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇನು ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಅವೇರ್. And one more day, third day, I forgot a little bit in the middle. With my daughter, I was speaking.
My daughter?
What is my daughter?
You have a daughter?
Yeah.
Okay.
And at that time, I forgot this.
Okay.
And again, I came to this.
Okay. Last time, what did I say about relationships?
Role.
Okay.
That I thought afterwards.
Afterwards.
So
okay.
I should be calm.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
And sometimes it was.
So how has it changed your life?
Yeah, I am more comfortable.
Comfortable, calm.
Comfortable. And while sleeping also, I'm not getting so much of deep sleep, but I'm thinking my body is going to sleep, my mind is going to sleep. Like that only I am thinking. After that, sometime I went to deep sleep.
Okay.
Like that.
Good. Yes, sir.
So since last week, some lot of changes happening in my body and mind structure. So I have attended so many upanyasas. So one thing I was able to gauge since last week. So in Kannada they call chiroti.
Chiroti.
See in Hindi they call cheroti. So that means there are so many layers. Layers. So that I was able to identify so which was not taught in my earlier upanyasas. So I could differentiate between body.
What is the difference between upanyasa and this class?
The class is this class is actually the God. When we are going by layer.
What is the difference between upanyasa and this class?
Upanyasa means just giving lecture on some particular subject.
Upanyasa is information. This class is about transformation. This class I don't give any information. I'll remove whatever information you have.
So that's what I learned.
Practical. This is practical.
This is removal. Kasa.
Upanyasa will be theoretical. This will be practical.
No. Upanyasa is giving information to you, which you fill up. Okay. I am only helping you to empty out. At the end of this class, you will realize that this one has not given me anything. Either I would have removed whatever you have. Okay, Khali.
So after that, so my thought process was going after seeing the classes,
right.
3-4 videos for the past 3-4 days. One thing it went through my mind. So I was able to differentiate between body, mind, intellect.
Okay, go ahead.
Body, mind, and intellect, and all are dependent and interrelated. And also there is a Sakshi and Atman.
Yeah.
Why when a person or me or myself wants to do any karma, so it passes through the body, mind, and intellect. Intellect will decide either bad karma or good karma. But why then Sakshis will come in the picture? Why Sakshi has to take the information from intellect? When Sakshi itself is already part of the Atman.
Sakshi is not part of Atman. Sakshi is Atman.
Sakshi is Atman.
Okay.
Sakshi is already realized.
Sakshi has no problems at all.
No problems. Then why it has to take feedback from the intellect and again?
The Sakshi doesn't take feedback from intellect. Sakshi doesn't take feedback from intellect. Sakshi just observes. Sakshi just knows. Okay.
So intellect only will decide.
There is a reflection of Sakshi or light of Sakshi on the intellect. The intellect becomes active.
Okay.
Sakshi activates the intellect. Okay. That activation part of the energy or activation part is like Sakshi, but it identifies the intellect. So that is the one that's called Jiva.
Can Sakshi influence the intellect?
Sakshi doesn't bother. Sakshi is just witnessing.
Why?
Sakshi is
because when intellect is deciding bad karma or good karma.
See, sir, in road you are going. Some dog is dying. Somebody else is dying. Somebody criminals are happening. Are you bothered? Are you going to intervene anywhere? If something happened to your relative, you do something. Right? You're just witnessing. Sakshi, nothing matters to Sakshi, sir. Just witnesses. Okay, it doesn't intervene. What intervenes is the reflected light of Sakshi, which is called Atma Jyoti, which falls on the intellect. So that gets associated with the intellect. So that gives the power to the intellect. So we are purifying that particular part of the Sakshi.
So then,
that Jiva.
At which part that inquiry should start? At the intellect level should.
Intellect level. Inquiry is always intellect level. Yeah.
Okay. If all these things are in line, then where our past vasanas or past karmas will.
Now only to start. You are now you are not even going to karmas. Karmas are all there in chakras. We'll come to that. Right? It will take step by step. So, with this understanding, how your life has changed? What is the change?
So, I'm basically by nature I'm angry person actually. So that anger has come down, and so that any questions or any talks, the reaction has slowed down.
Good.
That has one help. I don't know whether next week how it will be. Because since for the past 1 week I am alone.
No, next week also you have to put 1 rupee. Don't forget. if you have more anger, we'll make it 2 rupees.
This 1 week he was alone. Next 1 week everybody was there.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Anyway, just to reduce the anger, you make it 1 rupee to 2 rupees. So, meter rate you just increase.
And also I increase my Omkara meditation.
Okay, good.
One experience is the moment I put my mudras, my 3 fingers has lost the control of 3 fingers.
Okay.
That is body, mind, and
intellect.
That is really very good experience.
Very good. Yes, sir.
I lost the awareness as soon as we stepped out 10 minutes.
You are not carrying awareness with you?
That didn't help. Going out.
Actually, wife is supposed to be the full bring the husband to awareness. That's why wife.
He's testing my awareness.
She is the better half. Okay.
I'll give her full. You'll get angry. We were going out, and then one car came, across, and I immediately fired at him. It was just happened 10 minutes after, just at the JP Nagar.
Good.
She is telling me. Again in the evening we lost awareness. We were in the shop trying to look at washing machine. I was speaking with the salesman, and Vani said something in between. I got irritated. So I kept account of all that.
Okay.
But generally, what has come to my observation is thoughts are functional. My thoughts are functional. I get up in the morning, brush the teeth, thought, brush, and it goes. So there is non-interference. Now and then thought interferes. And that's when I'm able to recognize that interference. And the other part of practice is that when I start the practice with the prayer, don't feel like proceeding. Just keep quiet, Omkar, nothing, Akar. So I start religiously, but I don't know what happens. I might not even have chanted. I might have chanted something, but then it just comes.
Okay.
I'm unable to proceed even beyond the prayer.
Okay.
Initially. Once I said I recorded that also. That means that interference of thought that it was on the body is not, that awareness is not there. But by and large, thought has become functional.
Okay. So instead of psychological. Instead of my thought, instead of I getting involved in the thought, you have become more operational thought.
It has become functional. That is the change there. One thing I have struck in the audio discourses, you said the intellect can be an instrument of the ego or of the awareness. It's the same instrument that has been used.
Correct.
So, what should the intellect reflect? That was, I think, the third discourse.
Yeah.
So I have the advantage of traveling 1.5 hours by bus. So I download the WhatsApp and listen a couple of times, over and over again.
It makes sense.
It is very revealing. It is very revealing.
Okay. Fine. Good. So, yeah. You told? Okay. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
As much as from past 1 week, first the awareness was there. I was aware of things. Continuously, the moment after the thought comes, this body or thing. Then after then, oh, this is the body. Okay, put 1 rupee. Oh, this is the mind. Put 1 rupee. And talking to my son okay, did it in that way. Talking to him again. Don't disturb. I have to put 1 rupee. So such things was going on. Later, slowly, that was the highest. First day was like too much of those 1 rupee. Then slowly it reduced and talked with Anant and he called and then don't keep on postpartum it and cutting it too much. Be aware of your thoughts. Be aware. Awareness is what he is talking about. Then from that time, okay, awareness. So every moment, the moment the awareness is gone, so says bring back to the breathing, bring back to the thing. So that awareness started. So that's how.
How your life has changed?
It has. There is a feeling that this body mind is not me. Just be detached. So first the thinking was like, what do you say? This body mind and everything is one encompassment and me was the thing.
You are the bundle.
But now that bundle, but that bundle is like, not this. I am separate from this bundle. And anytime the last video that the audio that I listened. Is that maybe? Okay, fine. This is going on. Then what happened is the whole this body mind is changing, continuously changing. Outside also continuously changing. So this is for that. So the category is changed from body mind intellect is for that changing thing, and I am not the one who's changed.
Good. So what is the impact of that in your life? Did anybody feel any impact, or you only feel the impact?
No idea.
Did you feel any difference in your life, as peace or calmness or anything?
Full alertness.
Now, alertness translates into what?
Alertness translates into spontaneous reactions less.
Reactions become less.
Spontaneous reactions.
Okay. Good. So anybody else is speaking? ನೀವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್? ಕನ್ನಡ. ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಕೋಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ
ಕೋಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ,
ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾನು ಕೋಪ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಅರಿವು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ?
ಈಗೋ ಜೊತೆ
ಓಡಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Okay, good. So, what are the essential learning of the group in this? Overall, what you heard, what are the benefits which happened overall somewhere? Can you summarize? Number one,
Our awareness increased.
awareness increased. Number two, what is the effect of that on life?
Calmness.
Calmness and reaction reduces.
Thought will not interfere with the system.
Thought will not unnecessarily interfere. Okay, you become more detached. So this is the learning of last 1 week. Okay, it's worth of some few rupees here. Okay, so there is this. There is a very purpose of conducting this class in this group size, because there is a group learning will happen. Okay, individually I can't do this class. Individual teaching can't happen, and I can't do it in a bigger. It becomes difficult. This is the optimum size of the group for this class. Individually teaching also will not be beneficial. It requires a group size of this size, moderate size, because cross learning happens. What we call group learning. Okay. So now, every class, every group, I give a name of one saint, Shankara, Dattatreya, like that. So the other batch, which is Kannada batch, is going on is Agastya. So what name you want to give to this batch? This is in respect of some saint or Rishi. You can suggest a name. Dattatreya is over. Most of the saints are over. Shankara batch is over.
Shiva is
Soham is not a Rishi. Guru Nanak. Nanak is okay, everybody?
Vyasa
Vyasa is the first batch Vyasa. So Nanak is okay for everybody?
Shiva is also over. Adikuru Shiva is also over.
Shiva is sitting here.
Zero.
Yadnavalkya is over. Shiva is not over. Nanak is not over. Okay. So I would say Guru Nanak is okay for everybody? This is honor of Guru Nanak. He is the person who has just said Satnam Ik Omkara. That's what I teach. The Omkara. Okay. This is Nanak batch. Guru Nanak batch. Like that. You can change the name to Guru Nanak batch. Okay. So can you see people see this picture? There's a triangle here, there's a triangle here, there are two lines here. Can you see? Okay. This is actually what you call is your antakarana, the inner instrument. Okay. The line coming from here, which is external world, the sense inputs. It's the input to you, sense organs. Okay. Then there is something called manas. okay, which is mind. Not the mind of English, the lower mind in Sanskrit. And then it passes through a region called Chitta. Then there is something called Buddhi, intellect. Okay, there's an output. So this is a simplified diagram, engineering diagram of what you are calling yourself. Okay, so the body is used by an inner machine, inner instrument that you can call as inner computer. It has 4 components: Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta. Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta. Manas is what is used for interfacing with the external world. Buddhi is used for decision making. Okay, Chitta is the memory, impressions. Okay, Ahankara is the virus. Are you clear? I'll repeat it. Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara. You can think it is a computer. Okay, the computer has a sensing device, input, like what takes the camera input and all. That's Manas part. And then the computer has a memory. It's called Chitta. Chitta means Chitra. You can think Chitta, impressions. And there's a decision making part. The computer, the CPU, computer will decide what is right or wrong. Right? Then there's the output screen. Okay, there are 4 parts. And of course, computer has a virus. Okay, that virus is called Ahankara or ego. Okay, how many are there? Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta. There are 4 components. Okay, your life is nothing but play of these 4 components: Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta. Okay, I will give you an example, right? How it works. There is a orange. It is, I see that. Okay, eyes are sense organs. Then an image is formed in the Manas. Okay, the Manas forms the image. Manas is the handling the input organs. So image of orange is formed in the mind. Okay, what image? A biological representation of this will be formed in the mind. Okay, so my Manas doesn't know what it is, because Manas has no faculty to know what it is. Okay, so the Manas passes through Chitta. Chitta is memory bank. Oh, what is this? What is this? So the Chitta does a matching. Oh, it says it could be orange or it could be apple. Finally, it comes to a conclusion: it's orange, based on the memory. Okay, then it goes to Buddhi. Now, what is the role of Buddhi? Decision making. Buddhi has to decide what to do with this orange. Right? Should I use this? Should I keep it like this? Should I throw it? It's good orange or whatever is that. Buddhi has to decide. Okay. Now, if Buddhi purely decides, Buddhi has a ability to decide very clearly, logical decision. Then there is a virus called Ahankara is there in Buddhi. It has no real existence. It's a virus. It's called ego. It is all impressions. Okay, selfish impressions. So that one of the impressions will come up. Oh, orange I never liked in my life. I don't like orange. Okay. I like or dislike. All those impressions are there. I like or dislike. That is relating the orange to you inside you. So that says I don't like. Now the Ahankara takes control of Buddhi. Buddhi says I don't want to eat this. Or somebody is a very angry fellow. How the hell you brought this orange? Okay. And how the hell you brought this orange come from? The Ahankara and impressions. Are you clear? So now, ideally Buddhi should work without that Ahankara. Without those impressions which are related to my past impressions. But it comes up, pops up. Are you clear? So what should be our ideal, real way the computer should operate? The Manas should get the input. Chitta should decide what it is. Buddhi should say this is what it should be done. Ahankara without Ahankara coming into play. Or even if Ahankara comes, Buddhi says, okay, you keep quiet, I'll take decision. So all spirituality is reducing this role of ahankara in your decision making in life. I can see a question mark on your head.
Buddhi can influence ahankara.
No. Buddhi gets influenced by ahankara. Buddhi can influence ahankara when Atmadana starts coming into picture. Till then it's under the influence of ahankara.
So in our daily life, ahankara shouldn't play or shouldn't act on the buddhi.
If the ahankara doesn't act on the buddhi, buddhi will work in a pure way. So then the buddhi will get work under the influence of the higher mind, or we call supraconscious mind, or divine mind, or higher part of the mind. Otherwise, it is always affected with the lower part of the mind.
What is ahankara?
I'll explain each part by part. Will explain. Is this first level understanding clear? Any questions on this first level understanding? Right? So the inputs come to the sense organs, to the manas. Manas gives the input to chitta. Chitta finds out what it is there. It gives to buddhi, but buddhi has a small portion called ahankara. Okay, and buddhi also has a reflection of sakshi in it directly. Understand? Buddhi becomes very close to Atma because sakshi reflects in buddhi. Understand? This reflected sakshi in the buddhi and together with the buddhi is called jiva. So that reflected portion of the sakshi in the buddhi, it starts believing and behaving as if whatever buddhi says is right. It is no longer sakshi, it identifies with the buddhi. So that particular aspect of reflection, once it starts identifying with the sakshi, you become more and more free. The ego will come. How many things I have told? Manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta, sakshi, and reflection of sakshi. Right? Are you clear? So the spirituality is this reflection of sakshi, identifying with the sakshi, not with the buddhi. Okay, as it identifies with buddhi, more and more it gets biased by that, and buddhi is biased by the ego. This buddhi reflected sakshi and are under the influence of this ego, ahankara. The entire spirituality, okay, is reducing the effect of ahankara on buddhi. In effect, buddhi starts working properly, and when buddhi starts working properly, this sakshi, reflected sakshi, starts working more like a sakshi rather than the buddhi. Any questions? Otherwise, we'll go to next step.
Chitta is the platform where Manobuddhi Ahankara plays, is it?
No. Chitta is the platform, it's a memory. Chitta is impressions. Okay? This entire thing, a complex. Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, together, it's called Antakarana in Sanskrit. Antakarana, Karana means instrument. Antakarana means inner instrument. This Antakarana is the one which moves from one body to other body when you die. Okay, this becomes the complex, jiva complex. It moves from one body to other. Physical body is left, and this moves. Okay, out of that antakarana, the ahankara is the one which is actually causing the disruption in the natural process of life. And once you start reducing it, more and more divinity will manifest through your life. The sakshi and consciousness. Okay, so the whole process of spiritual sadhana, my 12 classes, is to focus on this, what you call as ahankara. That you are taking it to yourself. When you say I, you are actually referring to ahankara, not to the sakshi. Okay.
So is ahankara redundant and
ahankara doesn't exist.
If it's a troublemaker always.
Yeah.
So what? It is a part of antakarana.
It's a part of antakarana. It is a part of antakarana, but it has no real existence. Okay. It's, I mean, in a very common managed language, it's a ghost. Okay, but it has taken possession of the intellect. The entire spiritual sadhana is actually to identify this ahankara, to defang it.
To defang.
Defang is reduce the effect of that ahankara on your life. That is spiritual sadhana. When ahankara goes, there is no gap between you and divine. Okay, so that ahankara is the intervening factor. What is your background? You come from Sikh, this thing. So when ahankara goes, okay.
But I'm also listening from Brahmagyan about past 30 years.
That's okay. But what is your predominant background, thought process? What, both are same. Sikh and Brahmagyan, they're not very different.
Not Sikh. I'm a very open-minded from the childhood.
Then I'm saying which one, if I speak more, you will be better comfortable. That's what I'm saying. Okay, not okay, fine. So the ahankara is what separates you from the existence. Okay. Spiritual sadhana is not about getting God. Spiritual sadhana is not Jivatma merging with Paramatma. Spiritual sadhana is just dropping this something called ahankara. That's all is spiritual sadhana. And that's called mukti. That's called liberation. Mukti or liberation means not from mukti from husband, not mukti from wife, not mukti from job, not mukti from anything. Mukti from body also is not mukti. Mukti from ahankara is called mukti.
Guruji, is it actually, does it mean freedom from?
Freedom from. Okay. So now I'll define what is ahankara. Is this operation of buddhi mind complete? Clear? Again repeat. I see a banana, senses see the banana. The image of banana is processed in the manas. A biological image is formed in the manas. And the biological image of the banana is processed by chitta, impressions. To say it's a banana, maybe you say it's a chicky banana or big banana or a banana, then it gives input to buddhi. Now buddhi is influenced by ahankara. Buddhi is activated by sakshi. Buddhi has two influences. One is sakshi and now which influence should be dominating in buddhi? Sakshi. But it doesn't dominate. Sakshi is God. Ahankara dominates. It says, pushes out the impressions and says, I like this, I don't like this. Who the idiot, which idiot has brought this banana? He doesn't know I don't like banana. Okay, and this causes emotional disturbance in life, anger, fear, jealousy. Okay. Remove this ahankara, your life will be free from emotional turbulences. Okay. When you remove the effect of ahankara, buddhi starts working directly under the influence of sakshi. The reflected sakshi in the buddhi will start working more like a sakshi rather than a slave of ego. Is it my understanding clear? Any questions?
Why ahankara dominates?
First, we'll understand what is ahankara. Right? Before you ask why it dominates, we'll say what is ahankara. Right?
Okay.
We'll go to
Ahankara uses impression.
ahankara uses impressions. So what is this ahankara? Aham means in Sanskrit I am. I. In Sanskrit I. Whenever you use the word I, okay, the I has two meanings. The real I and the false I. The real I is God. The false I is ahankara. Small I. So to distinguish between the two I's, I say small I and big I. Small I and big I. But small I you write in capital I and big I you forget. English you use the word capital I for, right? There is two I's. Okay, this is only one I. This small I is a reflection of the big I or originate from big I. But the big I is forgotten and small I is used for all practical purpose in our life. it becomes functional I. Okay.
This I is also required to achieve something in life.
No. First you understand I, then we'll know what is required to achieve in life. Right? Your concept of achievement you have seen now. The joy, suffering, roller coaster, up and down in life. Right? Now, what is your achievement? You don't know. So those achievements will come to step by step. What is your life? How your life has come into picture? What is the purpose? First, let us understand the problem. Then we'll see whether it's required or not. Right? So this I, okay, there is a small I and a bigger I. The small I is called ahankara. Aham means I. Whenever you use the word, anything you speak, without using the I explicitly or implicitly, you can't speak. Right? You cannot do any dealing I. Alright? I don't say I doesn't exist, but I'm saying a false I exists where real I should have existed. Are you clear? Now look at this I. Okay, you say some sentence with the I. Say something.
I can do anything.
I can do anything. Right? There is one part called I can do anything. There are two parts. Okay. Who is doing anything? The body for walking, and anything you to do, you need a body. Right? So when you say I can do anything, you are referring to the body as I. Are you clear? Is body I? I am using the body, but by your verbal or mental concept, you have become the body. Hari, what I say? I can do anything. Okay, do anything can be done only with body. The action can happen only through body. Okay, so you say I can do anything means I have become body and I can do anything. Are you the body? How do you know? Which of these is correct? Okay, I'll say A, B, C, D, right? A, I am the body. B, I have the body. C, I am using the body. D, okay, I am different from body. What of this?
I am using the body.
I'm using it.
There can be more than one correct answer, okay? It's not one answer only correct answer only.
Except I am the body, rest of it. Except I am the body, the rest of it are.
I am the body, I have a body.
I have a body is true.
And I am using the body.
I am using the body is true.
And then
I am different from the body.
I am different from the body. There are four. But just now you said I can do anything. That means you have become body. Is the statement false?
Here body comes as instrument.
No, she has become the body. I can do anything.
I can do means I am using the body.
So what should be your right language then? If you are
To do
anything. Is there a difference? No.
The body is doing.
We'll come to the body's doing, we'll come to later. First, let's correct this much. I can use the body to do anything. Is that a correct sentence? But do you do that? Use that sentence?
No. Yeah, then somebody will think a ghost is in our body.
Okay. So, okay. There is one saying. Okay. Repeat a lie 100 times, then you start believing in it. Okay. So now what you said is a lie or a truth, and you start believing it. So then it becomes a problem. Understand? I am not speaking about, for me, what you speak to others is not a concern. Okay? My whole class is about what you speak to yourself. I can't do anything when you say what you are speaking to yourself. a truth or lie? This class is about what you speak to yourself and not what you speak to others. Are we clear? Anybody has a question? So repeat how many times you say every day that I can do that, I can do this, I can do this. Every time you say I am a body. That I have a body. Is I have a body knowledge for you or reality? Is it information or reality?
Reality.
How do you know? Do you say I have a body?
No.
You don't say. Have you ever used the word I have a body? This is my body. Have you said this is my body?
Yes. Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
This is my phone.
Yes. Yes.
This is my bottle. Means I am different from bottle.
Yeah.
When you say this is my body, you know that body is different from you. That's why you say my body. Sometimes you know the truth, but most of the time you tell the lie. And you start believing in that lie. Okay. Are you getting somewhere? समझ आ रहा है?
Yes, yes, yes.
What did I say? You understood or not understood?
Yeah, understood.
What did you understand?
I understood that you said that when you say me and that's not something else and you understand that it's both of vice
You are confusing me. I am also getting confused. You have to be very clear.
Okay, Guruji, then how do you define I?
Will not define I. Will find I. Okay. Whatever you define becomes an object. I is not an object.
No, identification is for us, but for
us means who?
For the self.
Us means when you say us, I have a problem. When you say you were to use we, I have a problem. Because you are including many more people than you.
The identification of the I is for me, for the self.
Okay.
Now, the defining of the
So
I is for
right now I am only defining what is false identification. Okay, right? What is untruth? If you start discovering, the truth will reveal itself. Truth doesn't require light. Untruth requires a light. Okay. All spirituality classes is about not about truth. All spirituality classes is about showing what is untrue. What's that? Contradiction?
No. Because your process is neti.
Maybe. Okay. Iti process can't happen for self.
Okay. Eti. The tree is also God.
No. That is actually
God.
no. That is actually after you realize yourself. Iti. Go. Then come back iti. Otherwise, iti will become now also iti. I am the body. My wife is my own wife. So now already your iti has become so much. I am Indian. I am Pakistani. So I have become many things. Iti has no meaning because iti is not coming from the real light. So neti has to become true. Then iti will become true. Iti. Otherwise, iti is false. Yes, Ujjwal. Okay. What is I? You will find out. First, what is not? Let's find out what is not I. So now is this concept of body clear to you, everybody? Is clear to you? You are telling a lie. You have to explain clearly. Come here and explain to people. And that girl will tell you are telling correctly or not. See, truth in this class I'll know. Okay, because my mobile phone has an app called lie detector. And every time you tell a lie, 100 rupees. Okay. Now you explain to her, not for me. Just turn around and explain to her what you understood. Just turn around and tell to her.
Really confused me.
You tell, what you understood? You tell her.
Guruji said that.
No. Guruji said doesn't work. This is passing the buck. You have to say, I said. Okay, you means you. You have to tell.
This is mine. Something is mine. And before that, when I say I am, so that's not you. When you say this is mine, both are different. And then how it is? Well, it is different when you say myself.
So आपको समझ में नहीं आया? एक है झूठ बोलने के लिए, हाँ, और दूसरा है नहीं समझने के लिए. Okay, now you explain that girl. What's your name? Okay. You are used to all this.
In the school, like in the school we.
Now you explain to the whole group what you understood. Stand up and explain. Explain to the not wing. Explain to the group. And that man is there. It's very hard to convince. Mukund. So, once he gets convinced, you have understood.
Like suppose if we take a sentence like I can do anything. That doesn't mean I can do anything. It's two different parts. Like our body can do anything. To do anything, our body needs our help. Like we need the body to do any kind of action. So I can do anything. That doesn't mean that we are using the body.
We means who?
I.
Okay.
Like I am using the body to do any action. So body and I am different. So we have to correct ourselves in the.
We means who?
I have to correct myself in the world, saying that or in our daily or in my daily basis that I am using the body to complete an action.
That's how you will talk to others.
No, I don't talk to everybody like that. But then in myself, I have to be aware that I am not doing anything, but I'm taking the help of the body to do anything.
Perfect. Let us give a big round of applause. Abhi samajh mein aa gaya? Now explain. Now you have to convince this fellow, Mukunda. Then I am okay. I have understood. You understood.
So it is So we are doing something. So
We means who?
I am doing something. So I am taking help of my body and doing this.
So that's why what? What does it mean?
That's mean we are using the body.
We are using the body means what?
I am using body.
Means what?
This body, my body.
My body means what? This is my mobile.
Yeah.
This is my banana. Whenever I say my, what I say is different from me.
Yes.
The body is different from me. Understand? Yeah. This is the real knowledge which you have. But by telling a lie every time, 100 times a day, we are also start thinking that I am the body. Are you clear? And this lie becomes solidified inside us. Okay? Solidified means what?
It will become a truth. That is a lie. That will become a truth on the daily basis.
You keep on hard disk, which is hard disk is what is called here? Chitta. Chitra and Chitra. Chitra means picture. Chitta. It goes into Chitta. So then you become false I. Did you get what I'm saying? Have you understood or not? What is not that little bit you are not understood?
What's the problem? We can't produce.
We means who?
Like I can't produce.
I can't.
What do you say? I can understand, but I can't give back the answer. That is the problem.
In English, you can't give the answer. Any other language you can do?
No other language, like some words I can't put out.
So, what is the summary? Summary is what?
I'm ourself. That's all.
I am self, and the body is different. It's an instrument. It's a vehicle. Okay. It's a vehicle like your car or bus or cycle. When you confuse the car or bus or cycle as yourself, what will happen to your life?
It will become a lie, and our ego will our
Car meets with an accident. Oh, something happened to me. Okay, anything happened to your vehicle is happening to you.
Identify with myself.
Are you clear?
Unnecessary suffering.
Unnecessary suffering is there. I'll tell a story which happened really in my life. Because story only can make you understand. Logic will not. Okay. I was living in Malaysia. I had taken a rented house. Okay. The first time the previous tenant had given the key to the owner who is living in the ground floor, and my house is in the first floor. So after office, I went to collect the key. When old lady came, must be 80s. I said, Aji, bigat kai kodi. And that's one end of my word. She started abusing me. You know, in Buddhi, you know, what the hell you think of me? Old woman. I'm Ajina. Okay? Can't you see your eyes? You don't have eyes? I'm old. In this street, everybody calls me auntie. This is the last time you call me Aji. Okay, next time if you call me Aji, I'll throw you out of the house. Okay? Understand? Huh? She got so angry because you called her, I called her Aji. Okay? Aji is for the what? Body. And if you identify with the body, then any body you will feel bad or good. But you have to understand it's a vehicle. Okay? Then you will not be affected by what's happening to your body. Doesn't mean that there will be no pain, but psychologically there will be no disturbance. Right? I'll give another example.
It happened in our house. Ganesha. One boy told, Aji, Ganesha kudustha idini ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡು. I told, I gave another group was daily one group is coming. So I gave some money to another group. No, we are different. So give. Another boy told, she is not Aji. Our Aji is auntie.
He wants to get some more money from you. Make you happy.
He is also confused. Aji or auntie. And he is telling his friend that she is not Aji, she is
Auntie. We'll just close this. Okay, this discussion. All right.
I also can recall one thing that happened several years back. Decades back, once I had a two-wheeler, parked it under the tree. Thinking very bit though. Madgar neggoitu. I felt very bad. He said, "Repairing ma." Mingo tagala enidu. It is very dear to me.
It is me. It is not even dear to me. It is me.
Afterwards she told me, now I know you love your two-wheeler more than
You understand? No, there's a difference. The love also is love. You keep the word reserved. It's a very sacred word. Okay, we are misusing the word called love. Okay, there is a difference between love and attachment. They are two very different things. Okay, we are actually in a colloquial language very interchangeably using and missing the essence of love. We'll come to that in Anahata Chakra. So, how old are you?
16.
See how lies you have started taking as real. Huh? Okay. How old are you?
My body is 16.
How old are you?
I am
No age. Okay. So, whenever we speak of, whenever you treat as a body, right, you feel happy or unhappy depending on the treatment. Hey, you look very smart, yeah. Something is happening in psychology. Okay?
Moment somebody says that.
Moment, sorry. Then somebody says, what happened to you? Are you okay? Gone. All right? So people use this for pushing your buttons. Okay? They use it for remote controlling. When you understand that you are not a body, nobody can remote control you. Okay?
ಗುರುಜಿ ಏಜ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ?
ಆ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನನಗೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಹುಡುಗಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ವಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ
I don't know. That's okay. In this class is okay. In this class anything is okay. Everything what you speak outside you can speak ulta inside. Opposite inside. Nam question here. Actually I have no age. Atma has no age. Ageless. Alright. So the problem of treating you as a body is you get depressed or elated when something happens to the body. Are you clear? Okay. Anything happens to the body, we should be still free from that depression. Okay. That's the idea. It doesn't guarantee that nothing will happen to the body. Some injury can happen, something can happen. But even then, when you are clear that I have a body, but I am not the body, then you will be free from psychological disturbance. Are you clear? Can you please repeat? I have a body, but I am not the body. Are you clear? So this is clear, right? I'll just give you an example of life, okay? How things happen in life, right? Especially in the case of girls. Incident happens in their life. Okay, and throughout their life they suffer. Okay, not distinguishing body from the self. The self is always pure. Okay, so if you understand the self concept, lot of psychological suffering goes down. Okay, so what else situation will change when you understand you are not a body but you have a body?
Our suffering will
come down, and people can't. Okay, otherwise you look at any salesman coming to your house. Okay, before started talking he'll start appreciating you. Hey madam, insurance policy, you look very young. Okay, something goes into your head, then his sales becomes easy, right? And when you are angry, husband says, hey, you look very nice today. Otherwise you can't get a cup of coffee. All this remote psychology control technique will go. Okay? Very clear? So then, another thing will happen. We have so many gods. God number 1, God number 2, God number 3, God number 4. When we call what gods, what are the gods? They're all bodies. My God is better than your God because he wears a nice dress. Your God, what? He doesn't wear proper clothes. He's not okay for a party. He should wear separate proper clothes now. Your God wears only skin of animal. My God, he wears that safari dress, nice dress. So my God is superior than your God. Okay, than your religion. All these concepts are coming only because I am the body concept. Any doubt, sir? Okay, are you clear? God is not what is the body is. God is what is inside the body. You are not what you are. What is your body? You are what you are inside, and that what is inside is called Atma. Okay, Atma is inside and outside. That we will realize later. So now you please repeat with me. I have a body. but I am not the body. When I understand this, I cannot. Nobody in the world will have remote control for me, for manipulating me. When I understand this, my emotional disturbance will come down. When I understand this, we see true God who is beyond the body. Any questions?
Here I means Sakshi.
Sakshi.
Atma.
You are not even come to that I. Step by step, some piece of I, we are taking it out. Okay, we'll give a break for a few minutes.